Hello, beautiful hearts. Welcome to day one of this 30-day Unlock Your Heart challenge, guided by my signature heart framework. Over the next month, we will heal, embody, awaken, reconnect, and transform step by step so you can begin opening your heart and living more authentically, more freely, and more fully. Each day, I'll post a video inspired by my heart framework along with a simple practice or exercise to help you integrate what you learn. At the end of each aspect of the framework, I'll also share with you a workbook for reflection and additional practice. These workbooks were previously available only for my members, but I'm now giving them to you completely free. You can also watch these videos individually, as each video has its own topic and practice. I'm super excited about walking this journey with you, and I hope you'll stay with me for the month and see what transformation unlocking your heart can bring you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get notifications when my new videos are posted. Today, we begin the very first step, healing. And before we dive into tools and practices, I want to share something very real with you. Why unlocking your heart even matters. For a long time, I thought I was doing fine. I was moving through life, checking the boxes that we're all told to aim for, working hard, making progress, staying connected with people, keeping up with the pace of the world. On the outside, it might have been looked like I was thriving, but deep down, there was always this quiet ache. It wasn't always sadness, and it wasn't always pain. Sometimes it was just a numbness, a kind of muted hum in the background of my life, whispering that something was missing. But I didn't quite know what. I was just moving through life on autopilot. I remember becoming increasingly unhappy every day. Any small things could easily trigger me. And I felt so lost and confused because everything around me was in its place. I had a decent job with six-figure salary. I traveled in business class to work and brought my family around the world. I had new opportunities I was grateful for. But there was a glass wall between me and the fullness of life. I could see joy. I could touch connection. I could experience moments of joy. But they felt faint, like echoes of something bigger that I wasn't letting in. At the time, I told myself, well, this is just how life is, and I should be grateful for what I've already had. We all grow up, we protect ourselves, we carry the weight of what we've been through, and we keep going, right? But later, as I began my own journey of transformation, I learned the truth. When your heart is locked, when it's guarded behind walls of old pain, fear, or disappointment, you cannot fully receive life. You cannot fully give or receive love. You cannot fully feel joy, even when it's right there. Unlocking your heart isn't about being soft or fragile or exposing yourself to unnecessary hurt. It's about coming back to wholeness. It's about taking down those walls, not all at once, not recklessly, but gently, safely, with compassion, so you can feel again, love again, live again. It matters for your relationships, yes, but also for your relationship with yourself. It matters for the way you move through the world, the way you express your gifts, and the way you connect to your purpose. Because when your heart is closed, everything else stays half open. You might still function, you might even achieve, but you feel the difference. The laughter doesn't go as deep, the hugs don't sink in as far, the dreams don't feel quite as possible. There's always a part of you waiting for permission to fully live. and before you know it, it's time to retire. That's why this challenge matters. It's not about forcing anything, it's about creating the space for your heart to breathe again, for your spirit to find safety within your own body, for your emotions to find their rhythm instead of being pushed away. So I want to ask you right now, as you begin this journey, where have you been living guarded? Where in your life have you been protecting yourself so fiercely that you've also shut out the very things you crave? Love, connection, joy, aliveness. And what would it mean, even just for the next 30 days, to soften a little? Not to throw the doors wide open, not to demand that everything change overnight, but to simply invite your heart to come out from hiding just a little. For me, this moment of realization came slowly. There wasn't one big explosion or a dramatic scene. It was more like a slow dawning. I started noticing how often I said, I'm fine, when I wasn't. How often I downplayed what I really felt. How often I told myself I didn't need anyone, or that my dreams could wait, or that vulnerability was dangerous. And when I started letting my heart speak, first in whispers, then in words, then in choices, it was terrifying at times. Because unlocking your heart also means feeling the things you've tucked away. It means acknowledging the hurt, the disappointments, the moments you told yourself didn't matter. It means healing. But here's the other side of it. When you give yourself that space, your heart doesn't just bring up pain, it also brings up joy. It remembers how to love, it remembers what lights you up. It starts to guide you in ways that your mind, no matter how clever, never quite could. That's why healing is the first step in this heart framework. Without healing, the old pain stays lodged in the corners of your heart like heavy stones. And those stones become walls. And those walls, over time, start to feel like your personality. Well, this is just who I am. This is just how life is, right? But that's not who you are. That's a survival pattern. And the moment you start to heal, even just a little, you start to see yourself more clearly again. You remember that you are someone who feels deeply. You're someone who can hold both the past and the possibility of the future. You're someone who is safe to love and to be loved. So, as we begin this 30-day challenge together, I want you to set one clear intention. This is not about perfection. This is not about doing every exercise flawlessly or becoming a different person overnight. This is about opening little by little so you can feel more alive, so you can stop waiting for a perfect moment or a perfect partner or a perfect circumstance to finally let your heart breathe. Take a moment with me now. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart if you can. Feel that gentle thud beneath your palm. This is life moving through you. This is the part of you that has been carrying you quietly, faithfully, even when you weren't paying attention. That heart has been waiting for you to come home. Today's practice is simple, but it's powerful. It's called the heart check in, an intention ritual. Find a quiet spot today, somewhere you can sit with yourself for just 5 or 10 minutes. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow, gentle breaths. Ask your heart, what do you need from me this month? Don't overthink it. Don't try to get the perfect answer. Just listen. A word, a phrase, or an image, even a body sensation might come up. Write it down. That will be your heart's intention for this journey. It doesn't have to be big or profound. It might be something as simple as rest or trust or let go. If you want to make this moment even more tangible, you can light a candle or hold something meaningful, a crystal, a photo, even your morning cup of tea or coffee, and say this out loud. I am ready to gently open my heart. I am safe to heal. I allow love to flow in and through me. Now put that intention somewhere visible on your desk, your phone, your bathroom mirror. Let it become an anchor that brings you back when the days get busy or your mind starts doubting. This is just the beginning. Healing is not linear. There will be days when you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. There will be days when your heart feels raw and days when it feels full. All of it is part of the process. Every step counts. And you are not doing this alone. We're walking this together, side by side, for the next 30 days. Feel free to leave in the comments any questions you want to ask or any thoughts you want to share. And once again, let's support one another as a community so we can heal and grow together. If you're ready to walk this path with me, stay connected for the rest of the series because each day will open a new door. And if you feel something stir in your heart today, even just a flicker, let it be known. Whisper it to yourself. Write it in the comments if you want. Say, I'm ready to unlock my heart. There is power in declaring it, even quietly. So, welcome truly to day one. Today, you're saying yes to yourself. Today, you are saying yes to life. Today, we begin. I'll see you tomorrow in our day 2 challenge.